Now, a few weeks back, you guys moved the Kettle data integration platform to an Apache 2.0 license. Can you tell me a little bit about why you did that and what you're hoping it yields?
Okay, yeah, we did that for a couple of reasons. Actually, what we did at the same time is we moved our big data capabilities within Kettle from commercial to open source. And really the goal for that is ubiquity. We want to have as many people out there, many developers, data scientists who are using big data systems to using Kettle.
Right.
Making it free, I think will go a long way towards making that goal. At the same time, you're right, we moved it to the Apache 2.0 license. Originally, it was under the LGPL license. So moving it from one permissive license to a different one. The main reason we did that is Hadoop and many of the NoSQL databases are under the Apache license. We wanted to be completely legally compatible with the license that Hadoop and those NoSQL databases are published under. So, because there are some legal incompatibilities between the LGPL and Apache.
Right. Now, kind of expanding this a little bit, but related, when are we going to have a full-featured big data tool set that's accessible to everyone? I mean, is that...
Yeah, that's what we're working on right now.
Is that what you're shooting for?
And in fact, that's pretty much available today with Pentile Kettle. That provides that complete visual interface to interact with big data systems. Mm-hmm. So as an example, you no longer need to write MapReduce in Java using Pentile Kettle, a completely visual interface, point and click, accessible to any regular IT developer or data scientist. Get data into Hadoop, get data out of Hadoop, process data within Hadoop, call MapReduce jobs. And in fact, as I say, instead of having to write MapReduce in Java, now you can completely use that visual interface to create your MapReduce jobs. We call it Pentile MapReduce. Then you take that Pentile MapReduce, you can deploy the Pentile Kettle engine across the entire Hadoop cluster. So you get the benefit of the scalability and redundancy of Hadoop. So it just makes it the whole big data system, and I talked so far just about Hadoop. Similar idea for NoSQL databases, for MongoDB, for Apache Cassandra, for HBase. Very similar idea, visual interface. Instead of having to write to their native APIs and writing database scripts, do everything through the visual interface. So it's all about kind of lowering that technical barrier, making it more accessible.
Do you feel that Hadoop at this point has become sort of the center of the big data solar system?
I think, honestly, it's a two-horse race, between the Hadoop universe, and I would categorize it, well, actually, maybe the three-horse race, between Hadoop, NoSQL databases, there's several of those. I already mentioned, HBase, Apache Cassandra, and I'm blanking out, MongoDB, they're kind of the big ones there. And then the third category is the more traditional high-performance analytic data warehouse products, Netezza, Vertica, InfoBright, and so on. So it's kind of three major categories. I think they all have their pros and cons in different ways, but certainly Hadoop is where a lot of the action is today.
So last question for you. How important is it for the business side and the IT side of an organization to speak the same data language?
Yeah, good question, because I think until now, particularly when it comes to big data, IT's been having to hire, trying to find these people who understand how to use big data systems. It's very technical. Finding somebody who knows how to write Java MapReduce, there's not many people out there.
Sure.
They tend to be extremely technical people, and trying to translate business requirements to that kind of very highly technical developer has been an issue, and vice versa. So I think by making big data systems more accessible to everyday business people, to IT people, to data scientists, I think kind of in some ways makes that problem go away, because you can now start to have, for example, the data scientists, actually interact directly with Hadoop and the NoSQL databases, and they're the people with the business questions or trying to solve the business question, and without needing to hire that expensive, big data developer.
Great. Well, thanks so much for being with us. Appreciate you taking the time.
Okay, you're welcome.